Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, this video, I'm titling it, Men Who Are Afraid to Approach Women All Do This One Thing, right? Now, what is that one thing? That one thing is that men who are afraid to approach women, what they'll do is they'll all wait for choosing signals. Okay? So if you're the type of guy who only approaches, women once you feel they're choosing, then that means you're afraid to holler at women. That's basically what it's about. Because the reason why you're waiting for the choosing signals is because you're scared to approach a girl and get rejected, right? Or some guys may say, or they'll think, it's easier that way. It's easier to wait for the chick to choose because then you can, go up to her and it's like, it's not going to be a waste of time because it's showing that she's into you. And, then you can like deal with a girl who's feeling you, right? Now, on the surface, that sounds like it makes a lot of sense. You're like, yeah, let's just do that. I don't like to bother to get rejected. I'm just going to wait for a girl to choose me and all this other stuff. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to break down why, waiting for choosing signals is ridiculous. And I'm also going to, I'm going to talk about why you should never wait for a choosing signal. Now, before I get into that, I'm going to say this. If you notice that a girl is choosing you, and for those who don't know, choosing basically means a chick is showing that she's interested or whatever, right? If you notice that a girl is choosing, of course you're going to go and approach and you're going to go and talk or whatever. You should do that. If you notice a girl is choosing, take advantage of that situation. What I'm saying though is this: don't wait for it. You understand? Don't wait for it. And in fact, the funny part is, a lot of times you guys will end up missing out on certain chicks because you think that they're not choosing and they actually are choosing. But I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But anyway, so what I was saying is that, the reason, the thing that most guys do who are afraid to approach women is they will, wait for choosing signals. And they're waiting for that because they're scared of getting rejected. Now, what you got to understand about choosing is this, is that a chick choosing you doesn't necessarily mean you're actually going to have sex with this girl. All right, I'm going to say that again. A chick choosing you doesn't mean that you're going to actually have sex. Right? So let's say, you're at a party and you see a chick, and she's checking you out or whatever, and you can see she's choosing, she can't take her eyes off you. You understand? And there's more signs that a chick is choosing than a chick just looking at you. But I'm just using that as a simple, way that we could do it for this example. So this girl's checking you out, and you walk up and you're talking to her and you're having that conversation, and then she may realize that she's not really feeling you because of how you act, right? Or let's say you're dealing with this girl, you talk to her, you go across the room, you talk to her, whatever. And then she realizes that, she's like, okay, you're a cool guy. She's liking you or whatever. But then when it comes down to the part where you and her are supposed to make something happen, like let's say you go back to her place or whatever, or she comes back to your place that night. And then now she just, for whatever reason, changes her mind. She's not in the mood anymore. You understand? So it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to actually have sex because of how fickle women are. Because even though a chick chooses you, at a certain point, she could not want to fuck with you anymore. You understand? Just out the blue. Just for whatever reason. You understand? So I've had times where, I remember I was on a date with this chick and I'm like, thinking, oh, this is a wrap. It's over. You understand? We're gonna get it popping. So she's like, yeah, let's go back to my place. We go back to her place. We kissing. We doing all this other shit on the couch or whatever. And then she's like, I think, it's getting late. I think you should leave type shit. You understand? So this is a chick that, I met at an event. She was checking me out. I went up to her. I approached her, you understand? Because she was choosing. We went out to get drinks, that following weekend. I go back to her place. We kiss and we doing all this other shit. And she's like, oh, I think blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And, that was it. Never heard from this chick again. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, who knows the reason why she didn't want to do it. It could be a number of different things. Who cares? The point is that this chick was choosing and I still ain't get her. You understand? I still didn't have sex. So yeah, I went on a date with her. Yeah, we kissed and all that, but so, you feel what I'm saying? I'm sure that y'all don't just want to be, hanging out with chicks and kissing them. I know y'all trying to smash. So if you sitting there thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to wait around for the chick to choose me and then go after her, it's like you're wasting time. I even use another example to show you how just because a chick is choosing you doesn't mean you're going to actually have sex with her. How many of you guys use Tinder? How many of you guys use dating apps like Bumble, right? On Tinder, the only way that you're going to match with a girl is if she chooses you. Also, meaning that you swiping on however many profiles you want to swipe on. A lot of guys, he's swiping on every fucking body, right? Swiping on every chick. And then a chick, she sees your profile and she chooses to swipe right on you. Right? Now, for those guys who use Tinder and Bumble, go into your inbox, see how many matches you have, see how many women chose you, and how many of those women you actually had sex with. Fuck that. How many of those women have you actually met? You understand what I'm saying? So the choosing doesn't really, it doesn't always equate to sex. You understand? So you check your Tinder. Matter of fact, check your Bumble. For those who use Bumble, the way Bumble works is that you match with a chick and then you can't even speak to the girl until she responds to you, until she actually sends you a message. So imagine you'll be on Bumble and chicks are choosing you, and they're matching with you and they still don't even send you no fucking message. You understand what I'm saying? Or they send you a message, you trying to get them out for a date and ain't nothing popping off. So yeah, they chose you, but ain't shit go down. You understand? So choosing, when a chick chooses you, it doesn't automatically mean that you're going to have sex with this girl. Now, another thing guys got to understand is this. You have to understand why a chick is choosing you. You understand? You have to think about why a chick is choosing you, because some guys think, okay, well, the chick is choosing me. That means she wants me, right? Yeah, she may want you, but want you for what? Right? Because sometimes a chick will choose you because she can see that you're a trick. She can see that you're a simp. She can see that you're going to go and take her out on a bunch of dates and do a whole bunch of goofy shit. She can see that already, which is why she's choosing you. You understand? So the thing is, you come at a chick, let's say for you guys out there that think it's all about money and all this other shit, you go out there, you flashing how flashy your shit is. You got a nice car, you doing all this, you taking the chick out or whatever. And she's choosing you because she knows that she can use you for your money and resources. So that's why she chose you. Right? Because there's a lot of guys who go out with chicks and what happens is that the chick will, hang out with him for a little bit. And sometimes she won't even have sex with this guy. She'll hang out with the dude, chill with him, maybe, kiss him a little bit or whatever, get all touchy-feely with him. And she's like, stringing him along so that he'll think he's going to get something. But the whole time he's taking her out, doing all this other stuff, spending money on her. She chose that motherfucker because she knew he was a lame. You feel what I'm saying? So understand that happens, right? So, and also too, this is the thing, because guys will say, well, I'm going to wait for the chick to choose me first, and then I'm going to go up to her, right? Which is not a good idea. What I say is, as a man, you go after what the fuck you want, right? Whether you see the girl choosing or not. But the funny part is that sometimes a chick could, for example, be choosing you by checking you out, and you might not even notice that the girl checked you out. So let's say you're in a bar, and let's say there's two girls across the room or whatever, who was checking you out. They was choosing, but they weren't making it blatantly obvious that they was choosing. So now, because you didn't see the obvious sign that she was choosing, you think she wasn't choosing. So now you say to yourself, well, I'm not going to go and approach those girls because they're not choosing. But those girls were choosing, and if you would have came up to them and hollered at them, you'd have probably got them, right? But because you say I have to wait for choosing signals, and because you have missed the choosing signals, you missed on the opportunity to make shit pop with that girl or that other girl or whatever girl is in there. So what I'm saying is that there's times where girls will be choosing you, you may not even notice, and you fuck up because you're saying, well, I'm only gonna holler at chicks who's showing that interest, but the chick was showing interest, you just didn't notice. You understand? This is why I be telling dudes, just holler at the chicks you want to holler at. You see a girl there, you see a girl here, you want to talk to her because she may have been choosing you beforehand. You understand? She may have been trying to make something happen. And again, like I was saying earlier, choosing is more than just a chick checking you out. There are other signs that a chick may be choosing you that a lot of you guys don't even know. And this is why I tell you guys, go to badboymembership.com to check out the program 15 Signs She's Into You, because that's basically, what I'm talking about in that whole program is like choosing signals, right? But what I want you guys to get to understand with this whole video is that I don't want you to sit there and wait for the choosing signals, right? Now, another thing you guys got to understand is about this is that, because it sounds all cool, people on the internet talking stupid shit, talking about, oh, well, you got to wait for the choosing signals all the time because, you don't want to get rejected and the girl, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to gas her head up because all these other guys are talking to her and, you don't want to gas her head up too and give her all this validation or whatever. And it's like, look, man. What you got to understand about this choosing shit is this, right? Is that the number of girls that you want, the number of chicks that you want to actually holler at and interact with is going to outweigh the number of women who are blatantly choosing you. Okay? I'm going to say that again. The number of girls that you actually want will always be is going to outweigh the girls that are blatantly choosing you. So what I mean is that let's say within a week, you might see 100 girls you actually want to talk to. But within that same week, right, you may only see 7 girls who's choosing you. You feel what I'm saying? So now if you're waiting for choosing signals, that means that you would only talk to 7 girls that week. And then not to mention that just because those 7 girls are choosing, who's to say that any one of those girls are girls you would actually be attracted to? Because you could have 7 goofy looking chicks trying to choose you. Are you just going to say, well, these are the ones who's choosing, so these are the ones I'm going to talk to? You're not attracted to any of them, but they're all choosing. So, your rule is you don't tolerate at chicks unless they choosing. So all you're going to do is talk to those girls that's choosing you. Right? And so the thing is that if you have those 100 girls that you want or you see throughout that month or whatever, or that week or whatever, right? You have the power to go up and approach those women and get the women that you want. You understand? Like, I would say half the chicks that were blatantly choosing me, I wasn't even feeling in the first place. So I'm like, I ain't waiting on that shit. And truth be told, let's keep it honest. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it so funky. Because, I talked about this before. Most of y'all are not going to be getting a lot of choosing signals off the bat. Let's keep the shit funky. And if y'all aren't even going to notice. Let's keep it real. Like, let's be honest for a second, guys. Think about in your everyday life. Think about just this week. You understand? Even think about yesterday. How many chicks, just think about yesterday, how many chicks have blatantly just chosen you? Like how many, let's talk about just a chick really just staring at you, just eye fucking you heavy. Like she just can't take her eyes off you. How many women have you encountered yesterday that just couldn't take their eyes off you? They just kept staring. They were just like, oh my God. Like how many? All you guys listening to this video, I want you to put in the comment section, how many chicks yesterday, right? You know, was just checking you out heavy. I'm sure the good majority of you will probably say 0. Some of y'all might say 1 or 2. Right? But what I'm saying is, it's not enough to where if you're actually out there trying to interact with women, that it's going to make a dent in what you're actually trying to do when it comes to dealing with women. You understand? See, I can understand if on the regular, dude just having like, 10, 15 girls a day choosing up on them, then I'm like, all right, fuck it, just do that. Right? But y'all don't have that. You understand? Like, man, it's just, oh my goodness. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me how dudes got to really think when it comes to this game. Right? Now, the reason why I advocate for guys to not wait for choosing signals is, one, because as a man, you should go after whatever the fuck you want and not be waiting on no chick for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I was watching my dude Eddie Fuse. He was talking about this. He was like, yo, he ain't waiting on no damn choosing signals. He's like, look, I already assume that chicks want me, period. He was like, I was watching his live stream. He was like, if a chick cough in front of me, you understand? I assume she's coughing to get my attention. That's why she coughing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the type of mindset you need to have. Shout out to my dude Eddie Fuse. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one, is that, as a man, you go after what you want. Now, two, and this is the thing that some of you guys don't know, and I've talked about this before, is that a lot of times a girl will end up choosing you while you're actually interacting with her. So a guy sitting back talking about, well, I ain't going to go and approach no girl until she chooses me. Right? But then what happens is there could be a chick, let's say you at a party, you at an event, you at a street fair, you're just walking out a block, whatever it is. And it could be a chick who don't even know you're like in the vicinity. She's just walking or looking at something or talking to somebody. She doesn't even notice you're there. Then you go up and approach her and you be like, yo, what's good? How you doing? Right? And she's like, oh, hey, what's up? And then y'all start talking. Y'all going back and forth. And at first, when she's talking to you, she might not even be thinking about, like you in that way, as far as like, oh, this is some guy I'm talking to, right? She could be thinking that, it's just some guy I'm talking to. But she's not thinking like, oh my God, this guy is like fucking hot, blah, blah, blah. She's not even thinking that shit yet. Right? So she basically is not even choosing you at this point. But then y'all start talking. Y'all start going back and forth. She's feeling the vibe. You got her laughing about a certain thing. She finds you real clever and witty. She's like, damn, this dude is mad cool as hell. You understand? You start talking that shit, getting all, flirtatious. You start turning this chick on. Now she wants to fuck with you. You understand? She's choosing you now because you decided to go and approach her and talk through the interaction. You understand? She got a taste of you and now she wants you. You understand? I always use like the example of, you might be at a all you can eat buffet, and then you might see a certain type of food that is not really on your radar. You're like, whatever, you're not really paying attention to it. And one of your friends say, no, listen, you got to try that. That shit is delicious. And then you take some of it, put it on your plate, and you're like, oh my God, this shit is fucking amazing. And then you probably go back and get seconds. But because you got a taste of it, that made you want to fuck with it. You understand? So even though you weren't choosing it at first, now you're choosing it because you got a taste of it. So even though the girl wasn't choosing you at first, now she's choosing you because you came up and approached and talked to her. God damn it. Jeez, I'm going to keep hitting y'all in the head with this truth, man. Because it's too much fuckery going on right now. It's like this. It's like this. Let me say this real quick before I get off of here. You know, when you understand this game, right? It's very frustrating seeing people who don't know what they're talking about shit. You understand what I'm saying? You're just shaking your head, like, because then other people gravitate to the stupid shit, and they don't. You understand what I'm saying? They don't really help people improve because everybody's tossing around this misinformation. You understand what I'm saying? They don't really understand the game, and then dudes start talking all this crazy stuff, and it's just like, shit don't go the way that they expect it to go, and it's because they're listening to all this nonsense, man. It's fucking crazy, man. It's just like, oh. But anyway, that's my little rant at the end. But I'm just saying, look, guys, stop with this, like, oh, I'm gonna wait for the girl. That's all fear. That's being scared. Man the fuck up. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.